Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Welcome back, Sid.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Again? I seen schoolboys swing harder.
Otto will want to know what happened in Costness. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Sid!
Staying long this time? Have we any more knuckle pies?
Oh, sadly not. Molly used the last of the chocobo in the stew.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have a plan for me.
What can I get you, Sid? How am I getting on? Ah, about as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stonehair, even if it is mostly just yesterday's leavings. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though. Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Clive, you're back. You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Oh, perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement. Gear.
And what can I do for you?
I remember it like it was yesterday.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Well, you won't hear me complaining. The only drawback... Still... Coin purse weighing you down? Finished, are you?
Does that one have blood on it? Back, are you? What? You've forgotten already? Because I haven't. Still. Things here ain't too bad. Nah. Saying for you, dear. Should last you a good while. Anything else?
This plank will have to be replaced.
Nearly half the crates were lost to bandits.
But half weren't, and their contents was...
It's not the ether. It's the water.
This tongue here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it clear. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though. Much was lost when the first hideaway fell. Colleagues and friends. Years of hard work. But we did not let that loss defeat us. And our work will not be in vain. No. The spirits of our fallen comrades live on in every leaf and limb you see here.
Charlie says I can't go and play until I finish my sums.
Well then hurry up and finish them! We need 3 for curling geese.
Ah, Sid. We were just about to start our next lesson. You're welcome to join us, but be warned. I tolerate absolutely no tomfoolery.
Can't catch a wink with all the clamour in the hall. The atrium's quiet this time of day.
The lawsman says I can borrow as many books as I can carry. This was all I could carry. Sid, what's the special occasion?
You're welcome to join us for a spell, if you think Jill won't mind.
Escaped from the slave markets. How'd you manage that?
I had some help, but it was mostly luck. The others weren't so lucky.
No one works longer or harder than our Otto. You can scour the whole of Storm and Ash, and you won't find a better man.
Lady Tyre is performing a delicate operation and must not be disturbed. I'll let her know you called.
Nearly half the crates were lost
This
to
plank will have to be
bandits.
replaced.
Onto the halls. Wept. It's over to the tub and crown for me.
There you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
All operations are...
Have you finished sorting those reports yet?
Finished? I ain't started. Been busy enough with my own work.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Otto's gonna skin me alive.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the Crystalline Dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Ah, my favorite pupil. What is it that you wish to learn?
Study it well, Clive. I have the details here. Very good.
Look, it's Sid.
Stay long this time.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
You're not too tired to go filching Kubo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just...
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Martha is a survivor. We'll find her.
Finish with that.
Welcome back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tet does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain. Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth. I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Welcome back, Sid.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. They've killed my bearer. I demand recompense.
Are any of you hurt?
No, they didn't come this way, thank the Founder.
Let's get you to a physica, shall we?
I'm sorry. Oh, I think I twisted something.
Sid? What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all her efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
How do? That all, is it?
Oi, look sharp!
If those Orsons touch an hair on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
This might take a while.
Get him! Over here! This one!
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
It seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offence.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long. dead, all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg his aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Reddick's Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Morgul? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball. Well, nice try. Didn't see that coming. That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumours started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Martha's a stout soul, all right. Anyone else would be out cold after what she's been through.
If you don't mind, Sid, I'd like to stay here with Martha. Just until she finds someone to guard the rest, that is.
Those poor souls died to give me a chance to save others. I won't let their sacrifice be in vain.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Right! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Well, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them. was a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds, looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right, then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
This one. This one.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! He isn't over! I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mound. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are. Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry. We'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you. Come on. Where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
So I've been muted for like the last hour and a half. Yay. Feels great, man. Feels awesome. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, the thing is, like, I'm not even muted. Like, my mic is not muted. It's, what's it called? It's OBS that likes to switch out what mic is apparently my default mic, even though I only have one mic connected to my computer. So thanks, OBS. You'll have to see it. You'll have to stinking see it. Well, most of the first hour, well, nearly 2 hours actually. Ah, grand.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
The last hour and a half has just been silent. Grand. Anyway. So there's a quest over here. Lots of stuff over here. This is hunts. Of course. This is a patron's whisper. What the heck is that? No more reading stuff. We can add to the wall of memories? So why does this have to be all the way over here? Yeah, but if people wanted to watch gameplay, they obviously wouldn't come and watch me.
It's alright to touch it.
Alright, where are we going? There's a stinking quest over here. We're gonna go pick that up, and then we're gonna go and get, I guess, a small tutorial on hunts. Which I guess I shouldn't be stinking surprised that they have in this game, because welcome to stinking Final Fantasy. Hunts, I'm gonna assume, are just, hey yo, there's some big old monsters around that may or may not want to kill everybody's faces. Can you please go kill them before they do? We'll give you junk.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory.
Aww.
You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Everybody's thinking dead. Alright, so we're gonna go and pass on some apples to some of the curse breakers, which they're actually here. Look, wait, hold on. Okay, Okay, they're actually not in random places. Yeah, it doesn't mean I have to like it though.
Did you come through the forge today?
On the drowned ship? I mean, we're still on the ship. Oh, yeah, I did answer, but obviously I was muted. Yeah, we're still on the ship. But then again, legit, when I first started the stream, it was literally like, you know, right when we got to the ship. 5 years later and all that good stuff. I have my own room now. So, that's a thing, I suppose. This is my crib. A bird by any other name. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. With that, we had more time to speak to each other in person. But for every day we spent together, it feels as though we must offer another two apart. I'm glad to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say, Whiteheart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate, and here, so many years later, we find she has spent her life doing the exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? Yeah, we got our bird back. The bird that, like, you know, got shot in the face for us. Yeah, she's back, and we can now ride our chocobo. Yay! All right, so what's this? Ambrosia's Tack. A saddle and blinders crafted specifically for Clive's childhood at Chocobo Ambrosia. Even after being separated from her master, the noble steed served the people of Rosaria in his stead, protecting the defenseless and from the merciless, just as a good shield should. Aww, Ambrosia. Got our Hedwig over here. Alright, how do I get over there? I can't get over there from here. Okay, fine. So we have to, I guess, go the stinking long way. Yes, we do. And then we're also going to be learning, I guess, about hunts. Which, to be honest, seeing how this game is going, I probably should just get on doing hunts and whatnot whenever I stinking see them. Because heaven forbid I don't. And then, you know, another 10 years stinking past.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane mite. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
I am Sid.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Like anywhere is safe.
Okay, let's see. What are you?
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friends' donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Okay.
Here's everything we've received and everything promised.
Completing side quests will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Oh no, it's WoW. Okay, I don't think it's WoW, but Zerka's ring. Don't tell me. Just realized the fat chocobo has been erased. Yeah, it died with the old hideaway, unfortunately. Okay. Take these.
You earned this. Here you are.
Basically, it seems like
Best of luck out there, Sid.
if you bother doing side quests, you'll get extra things for doing said side quests. Alright, Nectar, you're gonna teach us how to do stinking hunts, I'm assuming. I'm ready to die. Hi, there you are, Koopa. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Koopa.
The hunt board. It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Koopo. I knew that already. And that's why I need your help. And I need not remind you, Koopo, I'm the mightiest of all Muggles. No fiend in the forest or ghoul of green sword can measure up to Nectar the Bold. So I needed to save them all, Koopo. Wait, what?
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Koopo. It's so good to have found someone who understands me, Koopo. I'll stay here and keep an eye on all the billets that get posted on the board, so if there's anything you need to know, Koopo, I'm your Moogle. Alright, let's see. I already killed the stinking flying eye. Sorry, man. We killed him. Oh, and I guess you just automatically get the stuff? Belgfor. That seems like death. Rank B, right? See, the Angel of Death. Huh. Clairvaux Sandbreak. A trader coming by the way of Carnovant met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged hoppy on the side of the road, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through the pass, the sound of crackling laughter from the trees ensured they kept up a brisk pace. Belgfor. Belfagor. I don't know how to read. That's why Rosaria rang a bell. That's the Empire in 12. That is true. That is true. Though low-key, to be honest, besides like Rabanastre and stinking Arcadia, all the other like big empires or like big areas were like just barely even noted. Actually, hold on. We're gonna go after this Angel of Death. Yeah, just I remember. Can I track these things? Can I actually track these things, or do I just have to remember where the heck they stinking are? Okay, Clairvaux Sandbreak. Alright, so we'll need to figure out where the heck Clairvaux is, and I guess we'll go there and try to find something. But yeah, that makes sense to where Rosaria would be, yeah. I mean, Final Fantasy does basically use the exact same names of everything in dang near every single game, so, yeah. Though this game obviously is not a part of the Evilus Alliance, because that would not make any sense to a package. So, it's more of just a stinking Easter egg than anything. That, or they just couldn't figure out another stinking weird sounding name like Sunbreak. Well, I mean, the Evilus Alliance are straight up in the same universe, but this is not a part of that. It's like Tactics and 12 and other tactics games, I guess.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Getting choked up over a stinking tree, man. We are level 26. Alright, so I blamed tongue-tied lummox. So Clairview Sandbreak. How? Okay, so we are not allowed to go anywhere else. It seems. Where would Clairview even be? Okay, yeah, we're not allowed to go anywhere else besides the main quest. So, as we do, we save before doing that. 'Cause I trust nothing. So we're off to see literally we're off to see our rich uncle, who is a stinking sea tycoon. Hopefully, you know, he has some good words for us, if he can even remember us. Hawkscry Cliff. From these heathered highlands, one might catch a glimpse of the Rosalith Castle, and everything else in between.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day.
Oh, this is where she's
Return
from.
to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We We'll face it together then.
To the end.
I have a terrible feeling, man. I have an omega terrible feeling about this. Don't you take Lily from me. Please don't take Lily from me. Please. If you take Lily from me, the only Bloodlines, the only person that's left is the stinking baby, and we don't even know where he is.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Alright, so this is where we're supposed to go. Wait, have we been here before? Huh. Wait, I forgot. We have the technology.
Yeah.
Time to fight.
Fiber? Wait. Okay. I have to say, like, the heck? Alright, this guy, you don't mess with this thing, apparently.
This one.
Probably should have stinking limit break, whatever. Okay, that's rude. You know what I also should have done? I should have bought some potions before I left. Alright, you know what? Fine. Fine. Fine.
This one.
Alright, there you go. Well, you're dead. Alright, so first off, we're going to some village. What village is that? I forget. Makes you wonder, like, people who just straight up avoid, like, all side quests, if they even avoid, like, the ones that have a plus on it, like, then you don't get the chocobo. Just saying. Alright, so this is where we want to be.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Wait, is that the Black Stormtroopers? It is?
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
Alright, so something's going on
long
here,
way
and it
from
can't
home, aren't ya?
just be stinking... Why did it keep making us want to buy this? It's not better. So what's the point?
Much obliged. There you are. You won't be disappointed. There you are.
I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Alright, so let's go talk to some of these people and see what's going on. Hello, youth.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Why do all the dogs just look like they've been through some nonsense?
We're going hunting for help.
Except for Torgal. All the other dogs just look like they need some help. There you go.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
Well, what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
What is a firebrand?
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
Okay, we didn't really find out anything about that. We don't know what a firebrand is.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
It seems like we're just gonna be running through the booty end of nowhere trying to find somebody who isn't too scared of the the heck? Oh, this is big. Who isn't too scared of the Empire to do anything, but
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
yeah, just about. Fallen Hunter. Wait, what? Wait, hold on.
What do you think is waking you? Did the mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Okay, so it seems like
Over here!
these sneaking droidicas are like getting summoned now because we killed the first Mother Crystal, and now they're just like, hey yo, need to protect everywhere now, I guess. Huh? Okay. What do they want? Skinny road? Fat road. Let's go to the skinny road. Look, more droidicas. Alright, come alive.
This one. Get him.
Fallen bug. Imagine being an enemy and just being called a bug. That's how useful you are. Some more. And again, this whole area has like the what's it called? What is it called? What the heck is it called? The like old. Wait, are they called the Fallen? I actually forget what their ancient civilization is. But it has like that ancient dead civilization nonsense all around here. Those ruins, so I guess it kind of makes sense for them to be here. But I guess we're gonna find out more about that stuff eventually. It's like, we still have all the politics and junk to be dealing with, but you know that all of this magic and nonsense and whatever the heck Ultima is gonna come back soon. Okay, I have a theory. I have a theory. Either Ultima is the last boss. Where are you people? Either Ultima is the last boss, or the stinking baby with Ultima inside is the last boss.
More of my mother's men.
Imagine being so petty that like you literally get everything you want and you still want more, but in a bad way. I'm not going the right way. Actually, no. I am, but I'm not. Okay, I am. That's the destination's over there with the shinies. Oh, hello. See, they know my weakness. Alright, there we go. Blood. Alright, that's blood. Good.
Clyde.
And still wet.
A lot of it too. Oh, hi.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
You're still a stormtrooper.
Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
I can't believe you've done this.
Say that again.
Alright, so we'll get the healer first. Y'all aren't even level 24, get ready. Y'all ain't even real enemies.
This one.
Hold on, someone's hit me from behind. You know, it's fine. This is the head honcho, no? It is. And y'all are dead.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Wait, we released some people. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about, but okay, I don't remember us freeing anybody from a place called Old Hill. But I mean, if they're branded and they're probably just gonna get stinking jihaded, then we might as well just stinking, you know, not let them happen. Watch has already started.
Find something, boy. Death.
Smells of dead bodies, I'm assuming.
Oh, found her.
Well, okay. Okay, no. No. Oh, is this terrible?
This was my mother's doing.
But why?
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
That's great. That's awesome. It's amazing. Good old Grand. Nice city. Get away from her! Like, the only crime these people committed were being born. Legit. This is not legitimately the opposite of Bennett. What did they do? Imagine being so stinking jealous that you can't do magic that... well... all we can do is keep going to Port Isolde, whatever. I thought, like, you know, we should bury them, or at least, make some pyres, but Lily is right. If we, that's not nice. Grand. Awesome.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Alright, so who's that person up there trying to stop us in our path? You want some fight, because I've seen some nonsense and I'm not about this. Oh, hello. They're randoms. Give it bridge. Moshi moshi.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Yeah. I wouldn't go there.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush now. You didn't hear nothing.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
Sounds about right. Yep, sounds about right.
But this is their home.
The Empire would have us live in the Deadlands.
Chimkin is sleeping. He's sleeping. Oh, another one.
You'll find no succor to the South travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
Surprised?
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Just the way I stinking like it. Alright, let's give him the business. Quiet sounds. This is truly quiet. Okay, where are we going, actually? Devil crab? Okay, you know what? This is some monkey. You wanna know why? These things are crabs. But they are not crab walking. What kind of crab have you seen that stinking walks forward? Square Enix, please. You can't tell me nothing. You've made crabs before. You know how crabs walk.
Over here.
Good girl.
Oh, Jenny. Oh, more of them. Okay. Where are they at?
This way.
Sorry, I'm trying to like just remember. Wait a minute. What does each thing do again?
This way.
Of course he did. Here we go. So it seems like we can just straight up, gonna be straight up going to Port Isolde.
Faster.
What's kind of messed up is that we don't actually get the Chocobo theme. I understand why. That doesn't make it any less unfortunate, but I mean, oh, the Silken Strand. Oh my gosh, it looks like
Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
See, now what's interesting is this place actually looks like it's stinking civilized. So apparently something happened. Oh, we can't go in there. But it actually looks like it's stinking civilized. Maybe we could go over here, but that place is blocked for now. It might be civilized, but it's empty and civilized.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in. Thanks, Gal.
Alright, let's see what nonsense we gotta deal with here.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy. dogs, they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Oh, good enough,
Fuck off.
Find it, chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties. Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Well, ain't they rude?
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same.
Yeah.
Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
I'm guessing this is a
If
dead
you're
town.
sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
Safer than there.
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Which I'm guessing were the bearers in Old Hill. Grand. Actually, you know what is kind of cool? They made us pass this and now we actually get to go into it. Okay. The Lazarus District.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Kind of unfortunate, because this place looks like it would be stinking bustling. Like, if everything was kept, like, looks like it would actually be a little pretty town, but, you know, stuff happened. So, we've entered and now we're trying to find a tunnel to try and get into the city.
Not abandoned then.
Hello? A thief.
Oi! Visitors!
Wait a minute!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Wait! That's Wade! Is it? Wait, no, it's... Where is it? No. Wade died, didn't he? Okay, no, they're just generics. Okay, Wade just looks like a generic. Got you. My guy, we're not trying to steal your stuff.
Not.
Now let it be known, we didn't want to fight. Y'all brought this upon yourselves. Just let you know, okay? Imagine being abandoned and actually knowing how to use magic. Things like that. Well, then again, actually, no, it'd be using crystal, but still. Want some? Yep, we didn't want to fight, but y'all came at us.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that.
It is Wade!
He's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
It is Wade!
The blessing of the Phoenix.
Or is it?
It can't be. I was there when you died.
Wade? Right? It is Wade, right? Because you have the axe. Oh, we didn't kill those people.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It's your boy.
It is. So wait.
The fact that I even remember his name is interesting. Why do I remember his name? Broski.
We can speak inside.
Okay, so we actually didn't kill his friends. I guess. Why didn't we? Story reasons, I guess.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
She has another son.
Her son.
So he has a half-brother.
So wait, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
We going hunting.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
True.
Oh, buck up, man. At least you're not dead.
You're telling me those things aren't jokes.
Alright, so we're gonna... Oh, hello.
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
All for free, though.
Will that be all?
Okay, I don't know what this is. So... just gonna buy it all. Or at least buy most of it. Okay, you know what? We'll just buy this much. I don't know what Desert Rose is, but hey, yo. We have a lot now. a save, because I don't trust nothing here. Alright, Wade. The fact that I even remembered your name is interesting.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Black or white? Okay. Squad members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Don't know what that means. Does that just mean that, like, we're gonna get, like, an extra person, like Stinking Sid, along with, like, you know, our normal people? Yes, okay, guessed. That's what it means. You guys can't see it, but I saw his little chibi. Not chibi, but, you know.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Heaven knows I'll need it.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Where exactly are we going? We're going over here. Huh. People are leaving?
Look at me sideways. How was the Black Shields?
Come along now. We'll find another bridge.
The bastards are lucky I didn't have my axe.
Alright, old
there
man.
They are. On your command, my lord.
Alright, y'all. Pick up your steel. Tie up your boots. Have a bite of our sweet roll. We out here. Remember, stormtroopers have notoriously good aim.
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
And your hat.
Along with your flame.
And your hat is silly.
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Magria!
Your petty revolution ends here.
My guy, I do what I want.
Our swords, we swear.
I'm getting the healers first, as you should. I don't know where everyone is. I actually don't know where everyone is.
It's over.
Come on, get some. And you're dead.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Oh, grand. Okay. Stop touching me! Alright, not about that way, not about that way. Alright. More enemies? What do you mean?
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm
All yours, Torgal.
And it's dead. Alright, and now they got some monkey birds. You want some? Alright, there you go. Oh, it's a
noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Instidian but black. Don't touch me. Alright, you know what? You wish you were a Saiyan. You know what? He might be a Saiyan. He kind of heard stuff. Okay, you know what? I'm just running into this man at this point. Actually. And he's gone. Thank goodness I actually didn't switch to go and try to kill the little guys. Because, like, as soon as Clive was like, we just have to finish him, I'm like, so does that mean we don't have to actually kill the little ones? I guess I was right.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
But at what
It
cost?
did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
So wait. Legit, I thought he died. Apparently he didn't. He loved Theo. I keep thinking about little Magic Ash. I don't really know what it's used for though. Maybe this will become a hustling city again, because it looks nice, you know, just gotta clean it up a bit.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
So we have like stinking 7 buttons on our person right now.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it.
What
if
you
only
say?
Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Well, you know, that's always nice to see you. Friendly. Ooh, Port Isolde, the Imperial Province of Rosaria. Rossfield Manor. Wait, how did we get in? That was easy. Okay.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Ooh.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rossfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Aww.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell that thou might see thy charge once more.
Oh.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
I have a feeling.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Somebody's gonna poison the wine.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
Not really saying too much more.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
I like his uncle. His uncle's cool. But now I know for a fact his uncle's gonna die. That's just how it works. All the cool people just have to go up and die. Ooh, we get a whole stinking boat? Ayo, I name it the Black Pearl. Let's go.
Over there.
We get a crew too?
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Really?
Something on your mind?
monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
She's gonna die. They're gonna kill Lily. They're gonna stick and kill her, and I don't... They're gonna stick and kill Lily. They're gonna do it. They're gonna stink and do it. They're gonna stink and do it, and I'm not... Well... I really hope they don't, but I'm like 95% sure they will. Here be monsters. Hey! It's not
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom, but Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
And it's stinking kill me. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I am oh wait, another plus quest. Okay, we got 2 side quests to do here, and one of them is actually important, it seems. But anyway, for now, that's gonna be it. Well, we'll see some more nonsense tomorrow. Hopefully, they don't kill Lily. They probably will. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for chilling. Bye-bye.